not within PFL, within Taylor's political arrangement or environment. They started looking at different options. What can we do for Nkrumah to get out of this? And I have proof and evidence that this is a decision to take. Because Taylor knew, and I knew that he knew that I had some rifles, 5 rifles for self-protection, even though ECOMOG was there, and the ECOMOG assigned to me knew that I had the rifles. Early this morning, the decision was to have me accused and kicked out of the whole electoral political process. But it didn't work very well, as God will have it. When they came and they brought their boxes. Look at that statement. There was 5 or 6 guest room. They said the announcement in the air was that the whole barracks could fit in there. Sounded like a joke. So they said the field commander, General Malu, wanted to see me. And they said I shouldn't talk to anybody. So they escorted me to ECOMOG base. General Malu had run away and gone to Rawasfi. They said, oh, he's going to Nigeria. Going to Nigeria, he's not there. Then they carried me to a place off Simple Bridge. Some officers' mess hall or something on the left. As soon as from here going across Simple Bridge, as soon as you cross on the left. I said, am I under arrest? They said, you're not under arrest. They had a deputy CMIO, Juan Mohammed, Chief Military Information Officer. He was on the radio speaking in various Nigerian languages. And the crowd came out. Our partisans, they went, our headquarters were right at Catholic Junction. At least 500 to 600 people went and lay down on the Kota Road. So nobody passing, including the ECOMOG. But then, I understand President Conte, I heard about it, and he couldn't understand what was happening. He sent his ambassador, Ambassador Dukle, who was in Nigeria, to President Abacha. And Taylor started receiving phone calls by that time. Then he said, if Mr. Nkrumah sleeps in custody, we are coming for you. Anonymous phone calls coming to him. He got scared. He got to ECOMOG base, say, my hand ain't anything no more. The boy said, what? He playing this thing, eh? And hands have been caught in the cookie jar, and he said, your hand ain't it? You're part of it. Because the threats were coming minute by minute. Chancellor House. You are up and down. Hotter than before for my release. The chief of staff of ECOMOG, the field commander, they left the base because of the crowd that was coming up. Not knowing, we didn't even know that President Abacha had ordered that I be released immediately because of the message from Conte, who didn't want an escalation of the conflict in Monrovia. But they didn't tell us because they were embarrassed. Because we had said all kinds of things about General Malu and ECOMOG, who were so used to being praised. So that what happened, John. In the end, I'll tell you something. What you don't know doesn't mean that it can't happen. Simply because that's a limitation of your mind. One things were in that place for 1 whole week, John. I couldn't leave. They said under house arrest. When in fact, I have been order released. Then finally, at the end of that 1 week, the war tanks were leaving. And right there's a small little swamp. 4 o'clock in the morning, they said they didn't want the civilians to see them leaving because they were all back in my compound. And the public didn't know that. So they started leaving fast. And the last one got stuck. War tank with tires got stuck in the mud. And they were struggling to leave, to move. And this sound woke me up. I called one of my officers, Eddie come. What is this? Say, it ain't easy. For 2 hours now, there's one more want to leave this farm, they can't leave. And they're saying that it will be seen in the morning for the thing to be seen. I said, oh, so you're afraid of disgrace? You came here to disgrace me and lie? I went to the bathroom, took my bath and took my ablution. I came and gave what we call 2 rakas, 2 stands in the prayer. And I fit. I said, Allah, except you're not God, this thing which these people have inflicted on me, to disgrace me, to lie on me, please do not allow this war thing to leave this place. I went back inside. Anybody who knows here will attest to it. That war thing was there until in the morning. And that was not all. They went for that jack truck to take out the war thing, the back of the jack truck trap. Then they went for a chain war thing because this one was rubber. That one succeeded in pulling out the rubber war thing, but when it got in the middle of the Kota road, the chain, it collapsed.
The African politician is perhaps, with due respect to them, Africa's curse.
Fragment of revolutionary commerce and friends, militants and cadres, progressive journalists, intellectual masses, class, and juggernauts of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Education Party, having returned from the Black Hawk Akota in the Tatarian pit, in the catacombs of struggle, and having attended to this place, this intellectual Swa, this intellectual Gasabu, this intellectual Hagia Sophia, this intellectual Apocrypha, the inner sanctum and the Santo Sanctorum of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Education Party, acting in the capacity of Secretary General of the 34th Political Bureau of the Vanguard Party, permit me to convey to you the warm revolutionary salutations of the most powerful man on the campuses of the University of Liberia, comrade leader, comrade teacher, comrade cadre chairman, Prodigious Mova. It was an act of subversion against the Roman state. He said the words in according Latin, Alia Yata Star, the dial is past. Comrade chairman, this is the movement, this is the history you are about to make. You are the man of the era, comrade chairman. The Liberian masses are listening. Every one of the global south are listening. Comrade chairman, this is the movement, this is history. Aluta, fire.
For me, I ride back on the main road based on traffic. That the reason I take the female from it because passing between car when there is traffic. If you pass it between car when there is female, sometimes it can be the cause of it making accidents because the female can stop from moving between the cars. I can be safe. I ride back without a female because I also be mindful to be smart in riding back without a female because on the main road. When there is traffic between cars who pass, the female can permit all the pass between the cars. So that the reason I decided to take a female for her to feel relaxed.
That we will not subject ourselves to the beggars of God. And the little girl on a question is a political juvenile, and a Johnny just come to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. She does not understand the rudimentaries and the fundamental basis of the formation and statutory functions of the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
I directly regret why I did not make any move to prevent Musa Belete from leading Liberty Party. Musa is a criminal. Musa loves money. He gets it anyway, so he thinks due is only money. Musa is on duress. Musa is working for CDC. Musa's motive and goal is to destabilize CPP so that CDC can get a second chance. Since Musa Belete became chairman, Liberty Party has not issued one governance statement or anything critical against this government. Because the gentleman falling in bed with the government to ensure a second term, the only pawn in Musa's deal is comments.
You even know what I know. You come in and now that you say a wicked woman. You the time you was sleeping with your woman, boy.
Hello.
Your woman in the hospital, you said I want we are coming on. How you expect me to just say because you had 9 months to know that your woman was deliver? I know about you coming one day, you say my woman in the hospital, come up pay a hospital bill. How could you say a wicked 2029 coming? 2029 make it come. So we can see all that tolerant with police so we can fight. That human being and medical win. All the weapons you say you got, and I work from. We will show tangible. When it comes to intellectualism, we will bring it forth. When it comes to the debate, we will bring it forth. The only thing when you resort to this sort and all of that, they will know you weak.
You're
Weak. So we can talk to you. But bring the issue, let's debate it. Bring the issue. One thing I know you will not say, there's woman, if you say I EF, you just, let me not use that word. And you say, what thing you will not say, the woman know what to say, I'm about to lie. The lie. If you can't get nothing from nobody, when you're having conversation or debating issues with people, they should be able to bring something that you will learn from. If nothing is there, don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time. And so 2029 is not now. It's 3 years away. We were elected to serve the people. This is what we are doing. When the time comes for election, we'll pour our political time and we'll go on the battlefield. When that time comes and we say, when the people say we want to renew your mandate, matter of fact, it's not us though. It's got to be the people who will say we want to renew that mandate. And if we accept to go forth for the mandate to be renewed, we'll buy our political shoes, we'll get on the battlefield. So we will go back and forth and let's see who will win. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of nothing. 2029, the only thing we should be praying for at this point is long life, good health. At all. When the time will go, if we're supposed to go there, we're not scared. You're bring on the tolerant ways. Not for them, nothing.
Amanda!
Do I look like someone if the contract was given to Honorable Matthew Joe? Disappointingly, when the people came, the Indian Consulate, along with the minister, came to visit the site, they were very disappointed on the way the money was spent. The other people came, they were not interested. The whole project was mismanaged.
For women representations and women leading the folks as spokesperson, Cecilia Clare has described or maybe a transfer as illegal, maybe based on interest, the personal feeling. She said a lot about time working with you.
Listen, I would describe Cecilia as a very fine officer. I think she has contributed tremendously well at the Liberia National Police. She still remains a member of the Liberia National Police. There are set protocols for resignation. Liberia National Police are not boss work. It's a paramilitary organization. When you sign up, there are administrative instructions, there are regulations to follow. DCP Clark has contributed tremendously well to the press and public affairs. She has been reassigned to the international relations department.
Was it legally done? But last, what do you call Bosco?
Legally done?
Yeah.
What is your
no, but based on laws and all that stuff. She didn't embrace her transfer. In fact,
Cecilia did not tell you all that she was supposed to resign. So where you got to report from? Go back and go check it.
What did you describe as Bosco?
The police is a paramilitary organization. We have what we call administrative instructions and regulations. When you sign up, you are subject to.
You
can set protocols there that tell you what you need to do to resign. Cecilia has expressed her intent to resign. She's still a member of the Liberia National Police.
And last, what did you describe as Bosco?
The African politician is perhaps with due respect to them, Africa's curse.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the legislature, electricity is a critical enabler for industrialization and other critical development programs. In 2025, the government, through the Liberia Electricity Corporation, focused on stabilizing this energy sector and expanding access as part of the ARREST agenda and our national energy complex. Over 83,000 new connections were established, covering communities in Montserrado and electrify 124 villages in Grand Bassa, Riverside, Bon, and Nimba.
Oh, hail Liberia, hail this glorious land of liberty shall long be ours. What a pleasant way to say good morning. Those of you away from Liberia in the diaspora, we say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever your time zone is. We love to say welcome to our broadcast. This is your info breakfast companion, The Positive Shore. This is where we exchange ideas, holding no allegiance to any political party. We owe it to ourselves as Liberians and the responsibility given us as responsible journalists who controls the airwaves and disseminate authentic information that can be used as tools and not to abuse. My name is Rufus Divine Khan, and I'm proceeding this morning up to 10 o'clock. So just to ramble through what we'll be doing this morning, as usual, the flight schedules from the Rabat International Airport, the vehicular traffic movement updates, the price in gasoline and fuel on the Liberian market, our health tip, security alert, the issues that matters, all packaged this morning, commercial commitment, and that of your participation. Leave your comments on the live feed. If you are following us via our YouTube channel, Love TV Live, or better still on Facebook, Love TV Live, we say welcome. Just leave your comments. We're going to highlight and read them out for you. There are too many things to talk about this morning. The mostly publicized, or the most publicized, yellow machine is in town finally. I see folks wearing yellow all over the place. The agreement and disagreement of folks from the opposition regarding the coming of the yellow machine. The folks are talking about the bread and butter issues. There are a lot more to be talked about this morning. But we ask that you be there, join us, and let's do it together. The balance of our team song followed by commercial commitment. Right here on this radio, Love Radio 105.1. This is the Positive Shore.
Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49. Cat 4 router and $89 Cat 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial *355# and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Lucascell MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
What's it making your face sour again today? I'm supposed to pay my landlord today, but I forget today last Saturday and the bank is closed soon. But a big problem, but ain't no start MTN mobile money get push and pull service. Oh yeah, I can withdraw the money from my bank account to my mobile money account and pay my landlord in 5 minutes. Thank you, Jojo, thank you.
Banking with any of these banks: GT Bank, UBA Bank, Access Bank, Echo Bank, LBDR, IB Bank, Afriland Bank, or Global Bank. Simply visit the bank and request to link your bank account to your mobile money account. Get access to your money whenever you need it without any headache. It only takes 3 minutes. More, whenever, wherever.
MTN.
If you want extra small money for the things that you're not expecting, let me tell you about Momo Loan. The fast and easy way to be free with money problem. Momo Loan, the new way of taking care of things when you not get money. The first thing you gotta do is to register. Dial *156*5# and you will select extra cash. Hey man, that one, that easy credit there. Momo Loan, they're not just giving you money, they are making you strong financially. Momo Loan, that your fallback position, that you're dependable. Go get it. Don't wait, go register today and control your money power with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra money for the things that are important to you.
Before the sunrise.
Car Renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Pinsville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Car Renters, your affordable ride just for you. Oh yes, after the commercial commitment, we are back, of course, to give you the rest of the segments here on this broadcast. This is Love Radio 105.1. Let's say good morning to you, those of you following us this morning, like you, our own friend and brother, Jonathan as Senwu Senior. He says, good morning, my chief. I'm watching live from Henrytown, Bapalo County. Thanks so kindly for informing the Liberian people about happenings in our country. Thank you so much, Jonathan. We also appreciate your following. So you too can do likewise by placing your comments in the comment section on our live feed, and we'll be glad to read them out this morning. So beginning with the weather forecast this morning is reported by the BBC that it's going to be sunny and a gentle breeze with 29 degrees Celsius Later on, we're going to experience 23 degrees Celsius. Let's go quickly for humidity and precipitation. Let's see what is in store there for us. Quickly, let's see what's on here. Humidity is 94%, while visibility is moderate. So humidity is 94%, visibility is moderate. So the weather is fair this morning. Yes. We now go to the Central Bank of Liberia website. Thanks to the Central Bank of Liberia for always updating us regarding the exchange rate on the Liberian market. Beginning with this one, we begin with the buying and that of the selling rates. So the buying rate as of February 23rd, reported by the Central Bank of Liberia, the buying rate is 182.854. That's let's get it. 182.85. 182.85 is the buying rate, and the selling rate is 184.85. So 184.85 is the selling rate, and 182.85 is the buying rate. So that's where we have it for now. As regarding the Central Bank of Liberia exchange rate on the Liberian market, gasoline is sold for $7.20 on the pump, while fuel is $7.50. While it is good that we have the reduction, it is also important. It's also important that we get to know that the trickle-down effect from the reduction is now fed in the gasoline. That's the transportation fare on as it relates to movement. People move from one point to the other. We are not feeling the trickle-down effect. It's only been a beneficiary aspect of the reduction to the drivers and car owners, and not those who are commuting from one point to the other. So the relevant authority, the Transport Ministry, and that of the Commerce Ministry, you need to do more to actually see to it that we get the trickle-down effect of the reduction in the various prices. We've been told that rice is also, the price of rice is reduced, but come to think about it, when it comes to retail, we are not feeling the trickle-down effect of that. So what is responsible for that? We want the relevant authority to take siege of that matter. So quickly, I'm going to make my way this morning. To get Francis on the line. Francis on the line to inform us as usual regarding the vehicular traffic movement. Precisely this morning where he is, he's going to be telling us and how is the traffic and all the issues around that area. So as soon as we get Francis Kroma on the line, we'll be getting to him quickly. Francis, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Rufus, and how was your night?
Wonderful by the special grace of God, because all thanks and praises belong to him. Waking up in the morning, seeing the dawn of a new day is not in our own strength, nor our own power, but by the special grace of God, we are counted amongst the living. And I'm bouncing like a pretty bouncing baby boy.
I'm too excited this morning because, we won our Guinness on Sunday, so I'm saying that.
Really, Arsenal, man. Let's finish with the real issue that will come to your Arsenal business. So where are you at the moment?
President, I'm here at the junction. We are going to water 77 point dollars followed by the around where the car passes of the point going home. That's where I'm at right now this morning.
So in terms of the flow of the traffic, how is it?
Yeah, in terms of the flow of the traffic, it's moving slow. We have officers, are here assigned to this part of the road. They're making sure to see how best the traffic is moving slow. This area is a working zone, so you always have a lot of activities here when it comes to this hour. The company that is in progress of constructing the roads are doing their possible best. So police are also making sure that distance and that of vehicle movement should be for everyone to have access to the road.
Okay. What about your light issue? The traffic lights.
The traffic lights at Dupo Road and that of GSA, they have been on for a couple of months now. But for the Boulevard Road, we are going close to morning. I don't know how many years. It's something that has been up. So on that, They're working this morning. People wearing Dallas jerseys was working this morning. Past there, and I saw it all. I think that people, pedestrians and all of those who are using vehicles, motorcyclists are all buying in traffic rule this morning, because once the light stops, they give way to the pedestrian to cross. They have to cross, and when it comes up for the vehicles to move, they move. It's working this morning. That of both GSC and that of Google Road Junction.
So, have you paid a visit to the road linking Peace Island, Paco Island, and that of the SKD Boulevard?
You know, since I visited that part of the road, that is small part of 1 week ago, I haven't gone there this morning. I'm making my way to use that direction to see how far, because they have completed the first phase of the work, and they are going to the second phase of the work. Because I spoke with the contractor there, and he told me that the road going to be a full road. So they have completed with the first part, and they are coming from that of the 77 kilometers going towards Peace Island. They are carrying that of the second phase of the work. So hopefully, I know maybe they might be on it this morning, because they have been a very long period of time. I haven't visited them. And secondly, you know, the Sugartown Road going towards the rehab. That push here, the portion of the road there have been on a very bad condition when it comes to the road maintenance. But yesterday we witnessed that the road maintenance, in collaboration with one of they gave the contract to involve with job. So they went there yesterday. They removed that portion of the road have been very put that across back. So this point they'll be putting the after pavement there to complete it. So if you're using that portion of the road to go towards the rehab intersection, you have to pass the GSA ramp, or you go down to go and get out of the but they have been a very bad one. That when you get there, sometimes it takes almost close to a minute before you can get out. So they are working on it this morning.
Okay, Francis, it's always a pleasure having you to inform our people on the basic road connectivity and the traffic movement.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure being with you this morning, giving me the opportunity.
You're asking that Benin. You're asking that Benin. Actually, I made a prediction. I told you we were going to beat the people full, right?
Yes, you told me that we're going to come up victorious. And I said, I was something that I was still in the dark to whether Arsenal could win, because you know our last game we played with Wolf, it was something that was so terrible for us, the Arsenal fan. And then I was like questioning myself, but your prediction came true, and I was so excited when we won that game for we'll repeat history again for the second time.
Okay, thank you, Francis. He's Francis, always making sure that we are informed regarding the vehicular traffic movement in the morning. And there are a lot of things. Let us quickly go to the Roberts International Airport. At the Roberts International Airport, where we are shortly to bring you the flight schedules. We begin with arrivals at the Roberts International Airport. And this morning, beginning with Ethiopian Airlines. Ethiopian Airlines, flight ET942 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 10:05 this morning. 10:05 this morning, Ethiopian Airlines. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport. And next flight here is Air Peace, flight P47536. For the matter of fact, those of you who don't know, get to know Air Peace has 2 flights running to Liberia, and the 2 destinations, you have Accra, Ghana, and that of Freetown, Sierra Leone. So the 2 flights, we begin with the flight that we arrive at 10:45 this morning is flight P47536 from Accra, Ghana. Air Peace, flight P47536 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport this morning at 10:45. Later on at 2:05 this afternoon, the next Air Peace flight P47537 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 2:05 this afternoon. And lastly, for arrivals at the Roberts International Airport, we have Askar Airlines. Askar Airlines, flight PKP20 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 5:50 this evening. So that wrap up the arrivals, and we move on to departures from the Roberts International Airport. So departures is next in sight from the Roberts International Airport. So wherever you are, we provide you these updates so that you be aware of what's unfolding in the various areas, like the vehicular traffic movement, like those flights coming to Liberia and so forth. So that's why we made it possible, as always, to check on FlightTrader24.com to update you on the flight schedules. So it is now our own making. It is the making of the operations of flights there at the Roberts International Airport. Now we move on to our next flight here. Is departures from the Roberts International Airport. Departures. This morning, Ethiopian Airlines departs the Roberts International Airport at 11:05 for Addis Ababa, and the flight is ET942. Ethiopian Airlines ET942. Onward, we move on to our next flight. We have Air Peace, flight P47536 from Freetown, Sierra Leone, not from Freetown, Sierra Leone, but at 11:25. Air Peace will depart the Roberts International Airport for Freetown, Sierra Leone. And next, we have the next flight from Air Peace, flight P47537, will depart the Roberts International Airport at 2:45 this afternoon for Accra, Ghana. And lastly, for departures from the Roberts International Airport, we have Brussels Airlines. Brussels Airlines, flight SN241 will depart the Roberts International Airport at 10:45 this evening for Brussels. So that does it for the flight schedules this morning. Let us get a brief out. We'll come back with touch bases on other issues that matters to the government development of our beloved country, talking about security alerts, talking about health tip, talking about the simple minor and courtesy tips right here on this radio. So you there, I'm here. Commercial is next on this broadcast.
If you want extra small money for the things that you're not expecting, let me tell you about Momo Loan. The fast and easy way to be free with money problem. Momo Loan, the new way of taking care of things when you not get money. The first thing you got to do is to register *156*5# and you will select extra cash. Hey man, now that easy credit there. Momo Loan, they're not just giving you money, they are making you strong financially. Momo Loan are your fallback position, that you're dependable. Go get it. Don't wait, go register today and control your money power with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra money for the things that are important to you.
Before the sunrise.
Car Renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 United States or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Syncor and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 United States or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 United States or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Peaceville is just $15 United States. Book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Car Renters, your affordable ride just for you.
Are you looking for a getaway that combines the beauty of nature
with luxurious accommodations? Look no further than Rocky Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway, where dreams come true from rolling hills to sparkling streams. Rocky Farms, it's traveler's dream. We offer a unique experience for all with a 20% discount on all of our services. We are open every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let's not forget about the food at Rocky Farms. We pride ourselves on our farm-to-table dining experience. Enjoy delicious meals made from fresh, locally and internationally sourced ingredients. There's no time to waste. Explore our farm where you can get up close and personal with friendly animals. A place with breathtaking views. You will leave your worries behind. From cozy cabins to elegant shallow rooms. Rocky Farms, where memories are sweet. Whether you are seeking a peaceful retreat or an adventure-filled vacation, we have live band days in every Sunday. So why wait? Plan your vacation or outing with Rocky Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway and experience the beauty of nature. Indulge in luxury and create memories for lifetime. For reservation, call us on 0881 248401. From sunrise to sunset, every moment is grand at Rocky Farms because we are the ultimate wonderland.
Oh yes, indeed, number one. So let's now go on to our health tip this morning. As usual, we normally say to you, make water your friend, drink enough water. It is very important. It's essential to your health. When you drink water, it adds on to you because your health is your wealth. Let's get to know that. Your health is your wealth. So if you sit there and not drinking water, you are actually trying to get yourself illness, because what's going to happen here, you're going to screen the liver, you're going to screen the kidney, and at the end of the day, you're going to create kidney stone. Yeah, because the kidney is now flowing the water that should be in the system to get the kidney, functioning well is not there. The liver will screen, the kidney will screen, and other parts of the body, you start to see yourself deteriorating in your physical appearance, your body. Is very important for your body. Now, we also caution some of you who are alcoholic. Yes, we continue to say this to you, and maybe you feel that, oh yes, because you don't drink, so you're talking about alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of negative implications. It has a lot of negative effects on your health. Those of you, especially the ones who are drinking this unrefined alcohol, it is not healthy for you. You are causing a serious problem. That's why gradually some of you are creating, you are developing liver problem, kidney problem, all because of the high consumptions that you are taking in. Yeah, the alcohol that you are consuming is causing a serious problem. That's why you see some of you, your feet getting swollen, your eyes color changing. It all has relations to liver and kidney problems. So if you don't know, yes. So you're not getting fat. When it has reached a stage where you see your face swelling up, and you look so anemic. What's going to happen here now? You should know any moment. Who knows? Death can take you away, because the system that should keep you running and healthy, you have damaged it. Your liver and your kidney, these are not things to play with. So you need to actually minimize your intake of alcohol. Yeah, you can drink, but drink excessively, no, it's not healthy for you. And some of you who take in these kinds of routes, yes, you should actually know your limit. Not every route that you should take in. Yes, because some of these things are very strong. Yes, some of these things are very strong. Okay? Why it is good that you need to take in herbs, but minimize your intake of herbs. Yes, minimize your intake of herbs. You know, our natural fruits, our natural, stuff, they are all medicinal. Yes. So know that you can eat avocado, the one we call butter pear, is very good. And those of you who are actually between the ages, maybe you turn 40 upward as a man, there's something that the medical people talk about, your prostate. Yes, it enlarged. So in order for you to actually get the prostate, and in a normal shape and form to function well, you need to eat these fruits. You need to get these remedy, make it a part of your diet. The onions, okay? You get the onions, the proper onions. What else? You got the onions, you got the honey, and the ginger, okay? You blend them and squeeze the juice out of them. You get the ginger, bitter cola, and the onions. You blend them, squeeze the juice out of it, and pour a little bit of honey in it, and you drink it. Lime as well. Put lime in it. It's very good for the prostate. It also cleans the kidney and that of the liver. It detoxes the body. It's very important. Those of you who are suffering from ulcer, right? It has been proven medically that the cabbage you can cook. The cabbage is also good for those of you who are bothered by ulcer. It helps kill ulcer. Yeah, ulcer is a sore within the system. So in order to get that, get cabbage. Cabbage will help you. We also encourage you to battle cancerous cells. Maybe you don't know that you are actually developing cancerous cells. So by you taking in, making these things a part of your diet, like the tomatoes, the raw tomatoes is also very important. It battles cancerous cells. You got the raw tomatoes, you got the avocado, even the cucumber, they're also good. You also got the ginger, the lime. Lime is not ordinary. Lime is very important. In most of these remedies, you find lime is being mentioned. Lime is very important. Yes, the original lime. I'm not talking about all processed stuff. I'm talking about the organic lime, where you get few of them, split it, squeeze the juice out of them. It's very important. You get for yourself coconut water. Get the coconut water, squeeze lime into it, and then you take the olive oil, just a teaspoon, and place it and mix it. You drink it. It's very good for cleaning your system, most especially it detox the liver and that of the kidney. It also shines the skin, make you glow, make you look normal G. For our friends who always have that body odor, we will not forget about you. Every time we come here, we talk about that. Those of you with body odor, please listen and listen well. If you have a friend who has body odor, tell the person to come. Let them sit down by you, or you do the recording and let them listen. Those of you with body odor, it is disgraceful, it is disheartening that when you go places, people facial expression changes. Yes, see people turning their nose, putting their hand to their mouth, or twisting and turning, or even leaving the environment. It is very embarrassing. So to avoid all of those things, we encourage you to actually make this remedy a part of your daily routine. What is it? Make sure to get the lime. Lime, you cut the lime into two. You rub it on your armpit, both arms, right? And then before you take your shower, maybe 20 to 30 minutes before taking your shower, that will help you to break down that body odor. Yes. Or for those of you who don't have the money, ashes. You can buy ashes. The ashes from the coal pot. Get it. Put water in it. Mix it and then rub it on your armpit. it would be very interesting to know that it will kill the odor. Gradually, you will have that body odor leaving you. Or you get the quick soda is also good. The same time frame. You put it on your arm, and at the end of the day, see, I got one of my begin used to smell bad way. Yeah. All my community begin to smell somehow. And so interestingly approaching in a very responsible manner. You know, sometimes when you want to help people, the way in which you approach them, it gives them the sense of belonging and understanding to carry on what you are correcting them of or wanting them to do, but not in a rude manner. You know, I call him privately and say, hello, my man, there's something that you need to do for yourself. This is X, Y, and Z. Do this, like I'm giving you the remedy. And for sure, he applies it. The last time my begin came out to me and said, bro, thank you. Yeah. You seeing the difference there? I said, oh, yes, the difference is being felt. You know, I don't smell that strong odor anymore. Continue to do it. Don't get tired doing it until it is eradicated. Even those of you who use the deodorant and stuff like that, apply that, because mind you, the hair that grow on your armpit there, sometimes it comes with strong odor. So you need to do the shaving as always, you know. For those of you who got that strong odor too, shave before you apply those lime and thin in there. Don't keep the hair there. Yes, do the shaving and apply the remedy, and you will understand and you'll be glad that you actually applied that. It is so saddening to have a female who has body odor. A lot of you will not look in people's face professionally to tell them, you know, that girl, you are closer to her. Maybe some of you are even in relationship with the people. They got that kind of strong body odor. You will not be professional enough to call that person on the side and tell her, look, man, you need to do this and do that, so that you kill the body odor. You carry body odor. That's why most of your friends, you know, they kind of, you know, bully you and say things, especially those of you with the bad mouth odor. They call you Smith. When you hear somebody say Smith, it is not your biological name, but they call you Smith. That's why it's an abbreviation. It says stink mouth in this house, Smith. So when you get a bad breath and somebody call you Smith, they are only telling you that you are the stink mouth in the house. So to kill those things, you need to actually work on cleaning your tongue, cleaning your tooth. And I saw another remedy on the social media, which of course gradually I'm applying. I'm seeing the difference, the differences. You get the peeling from the banana, the inner part of when you take the banana off, the fruit off, the peeling, the inner part of it, rub it, clean it, put it in a bowl or something. Then you get a little bit of salt. Place salt on it, and you get your toothpaste. Place the toothpaste and mix the three stuff together. For every time you want to brush your tooth, you go and take and brush your tooth. You'll see your teeth will be whitening, and you'll be cleaning your teeth. We say clean your tongue. When you go to brush your tooth, clean your tongue. Get the broom or something. You clean your tongue. It's very important so that you have that fresh, you know, stuff. You don't need to get chewing gum to make it more fresh. You know, you don't need to get chewing gum to make it more fresh. You need to get actually to work on that thing. There's a sore in the stomach that you need to work on. The next edition, I will come and give you the solution to that. All right. Please stop wearing synthetic undies, that plastic looking like undies. You want to take guinea food Liberia, especially females. Start wearing those synthetic undies. They are now healthy for you. They create moistures. Yes. And for you, the male, you too. It creates moistures. And you need to wear free undies, you know, free undies, so that your scrotum can be free, you know, and balanced well, so that it functions well. Because you wearing a tight undies, what's going to happen here, you're going to cause a serious problem for your manhood. Yes, let me be blunt with that. It's going to cause serious problems. So at least wear the undies that will be a little bit free so that you have that. Or if you know that you don't have the tech, you don't have the free undies, you can get a boxer. Yes, the free boxer. Wear the free boxer. We know some of you wear the tech things because you know your activities. We're not talk all that. Your activity that why you wear the tech thing. But however, how be it, for those of you who are free from those activities, it's good that you wear the free stuff so that women, please stop putting money in your brisette. I know brisette or brisette. Huh? Yeah, the normal way of calling it. Stop putting money in your bra. It's not healthy for you. Okay? Stop putting money in your bra. It creates cancer. Yeah. A lot of you, we said to you the last time, wake up in the morning and before you go to bed, massage your breast. Yes. There's a lung that is created within the breast. It also grows up and develops cancerous cells. So in order to not calm down with that kind of, cancer is not an easy thing. So please wake up in the morning and massage your breast. Yes, massage your breast. Some of you who don't have men, to do it for you, yes, you can just do your B, massage your breast in the morning. And before you go to bed, you massage your breast. It's very important. Stop wearing one undies over and again. Stop wearing that one boxer, my man. Make sure the boxer, you make sure to actually wash it. Send that one you get, wash it in the night, hang it dry in the morning, you wear it. But stop wearing one boxer over and over. It is very, 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 it is not a good thing for you. All right. Your health is your wealth. Please, your health is your wealth. And we want to say to you, joining ranks with the National Drug Service to call on all of you who are buyers or customers of these guys who sell the drugs in the bucket. Yes. Those drugs that are sold in the buckets and the bags, they are not healthy for you. Instead of curing that illness, is going to create another problem for you. So all you need to do, go to a renowned drugstore or a pharmacy. Go and purchase your drugs. And we also want to encourage you to do your check, your medical check before buying drugs. Some of you, as soon as you get your head paining, the next thing you're going to get pain relief. No. Some of these pain relief, they are very strong. When you make it a part of your daily routine, as soon as you feel headache, you go take Brufen, you go take the other one, that other one, cold this one, that one. You are causing a serious problem for your health. It sometimes leads to kidney problem because they are very strong indeed. So stop taking in. Sometimes the headache that you experience is only for you to just relax, get a normal bed rest. Drink water, a very room temperature water, and just take a nap. That headache will go. Instead of you purchasing pain relief or this one and that one. And those of you who are always used to taking in pills before sleeping, it is not good for you. It is not good for you taking in pills before you sleep, or because you want to sleep, you take in pills. It is not healthy. All right? It is not healthy. You are causing serious health problems for yourself. Okay? Please avoid taking in, stop abusing antibiotics. Ladies, especially those of you who, when you are done with your monthly stuff, the next thing you want to take antibiotics, know that the body itself, God made that place very special. It has its own way of cleansing. You don't have to take antibiotics. When you are done with your menstrual cycle, you don't have to take antibiotics. No. It has its own way of cleansing. So getting to make your body so addicted to antibiotics, you are abusing antibiotics. So the time now for you to use it is already immune to your system. So stop abusing the drugs, okay? Stop abusing drugs and let's live, healthy, because our health is our wealth. Next on the agenda this morning is the simple manners and courtesy. Simple manners and courtesy. We always advise that you make this part of your daily routine by greeting people. Yes, when you are making a request, add that sense of humanity by please, please assist me, please this one. And then when that is done for you, you say thank you, show gratitude, thank you. It's very important. It shows who you are. It tells people about your upbringing. Yes, your manner of approach is very important. It's a sign that showcases who you are as an individual, and it relates to your upbringing. Yes, simple manners and courtesy. Regardless of the person's age or the position, always use the word please. Always show gratitude to say thank you. And yes, when you get in the midst of people, greet them. Don't feel too big. That body, you feel too Madam No or Mr. No or you are now Alan. You need somebody needs you. Even the rich man, he needs the poor man's service, while the poor man needs his money. If you find yourself in the position where you are opportune. Now, this is where a lot of people who have earnings, who have money, they fail to understand these things. And there's one person I so much appreciate with all that he has, with his level in society. He's humble. Yes. This old man is humble. Regardless of who you are, when he comes around, he sees you, he greets. Yeah, he see you, he greets. Oh, how are you? Good morning. He has people working along with him. He has people working for him. He will come to work in the morning. When the guys are even still at home, make sure he comes as early, open his office. If it calls for him to put the generator on, he will go and put the generator on. Where you paying people? I'm telling you about humanity. I'm telling you about somebody being humble. I took upon the time this morning to talk and emphasize on it and give this man the credit and showcase if others can be like him. He may have had his own issues. No one is perfect, but this is somebody that for years we've actually been in the same building. We occupy the same. We're in the same building here. He's no other than Councillor Dunbar. I must say this in the open. This is somebody who's humble. I appreciate his humanity. This man is down to earth. For several years, we've been together here. He's one person, he's not that kind because he has money, so he put out arrogance and stuff. No. This man will come as early in the morning where his employees should be here to make sure to clean the office, to open the office door and waiting for him. But he comes to work, wait for them. He opens the office, make sure to switch the light on, he does that himself. If there's a need, the generator, he puts the generator on. You see, how many of you people who have money will take upon your time and take upon yourself to do these kinds of things, where you will not bash at your employees, you will not look down on them and give them some defaming words. But this man, I chose this morning to appreciate him. That sense of humanity he carries with all the money he has. A counselor. He got several young men working with him. But he's not the big show kind of person. He sees you, he greets. You can be small, say you're done there. So long counselor comes, he will greet you before even entering the building. That's the sense of humanity. That human relations. Because you get money, you just talk to people anyhow. Some of you, because you have little sense, that's why somebody say, the poor people, when they get small money, they let us show their arm. And I like that you. Some of you will just go and bless you a little cash, a little opportunity that you can be showing that you are the head maker in charge. What people who have money, Real money. They don't even show off. And this is somebody I'm talking about. He's down to earth. He has a sense of humanity. You may have your own experiences with him, but this is what I see on a daily basis with this man, Councillor Domba. He owns the Domba and Domba law firm right in the technology building here. So that tells you his sense of humanity. You would have said, oh, well, because I be man, and so I pass it, I don't greet you, and I don't do this one. No. He's very humble. He live, oh, gentlemen, how you doing? You go to his office. That's the sense of humanity. So this morning it's good that we are here, and like we always say, the Liberia National Police trying to do your best, continue. We need visibility. You have vehicles, fleets of vehicles, and that of motorcycles. Your presence in the various communities, in the various towns and villages should be fed. Yes, we expect that. We need that swift response when it comes to your operations and so forth. So this morning, too many things to talk about, I sometimes sit and ask myself, Liberia and Liberians, this land is blessed. This land has all of the prospects. We have great men and women in this country. The young people are so talented. But I've noticed one of our problems is the kind of queer mentality we have. When it is not me, it shouldn't be you. We have developed that politics have created a serious dent in our operations, in our daily lives. We've come to the point that in this life, Liberia, when I'm not part of political party A and political party B is doing this, I will castigate, I will say the worst thing. If this person is not in my circle, I will make sure to say the worst thing. Even people who are together working for one goal, that kind of hatred, that kind of envy, that envious spirit we've created amongst ourselves. That's why you find it difficult, and people who strive to succeed, they find it difficult because they're too much ahead. It's found amongst us. And politics is one of the driving forces to what we find ourselves going through. We say thanks to the government of Liberia, and we saw on Sunday the arrival of a portion of the yellow machines in the best interest. This is in the best interest of our country, and we look forward to the perfect management and utilization of those equipment, because mind you, we've been striving, we've been saying things around here. Oh, we need road and infrastructure development. We need to carry on X, Y, and Z. And, we want our country to be fast developing. But mind you, I sometimes wonder as to whether we have that sense of belonging. Nationalism and patriotism is no longer the order of the day. What we believe in is when it is my party, yes, then it is the best. But when it has nothing to do with my party, I will do all I can to vilify and, and say the worst thing about it. A couple of months ago, when this yellow machine thing came out, it became a subject in our country. And it was something that was being publicized by both ruling establishment and that of the opposition bloc. The opposition bloc, most of those individuals use the time to actually make mockery of the pronouncement made by the bringing in of these moving equipment. It was a subject all by itself in this country. And after a few months, we saw negotiation taking place, wherein the first consignment that came was like, come on, this is so out of order. It's very expensive. It has a lot, it's cost intensive. So we need to go and renegotiate. Seeing the vice president being instructed by the president to go and negotiate on getting something that is in the range of the financial strength. So the vice president went out, make all of the arrangements. And later on, after a few months, we saw the deputy public work minister who went to China equipment. He went there and they saw all the stuff. They were branded. Post-picture, it became a serious issue again. It was a complete mockery. On Sunday, we saw the arrival of the equipment coming to the country, and it has turned out to be another different conversation. Come on, sometimes I don't know, the people who are in power and the people who are out of power, I sometimes wonder as to whether, some of the education that you've acquired, and you said that you are actually, citizens of this land. Yes. Have we arrived at this point where we have developed so much? We've been complaining. We say, oh, come on. The information that were provided concerning the yellow machine was a myth. Now the myth has turned out to be a reality. The story has changed. The story has changed. Oh, the people hospital, the hospital like drugs. The hospital, and the people ain't get food on the table. The yellow machine will eat, and all sort of things. You see people. I will find some of the clips and play it so that you listen to these leaders, these people you see as political leaders, these people who, even those who are even part in a ruling establishment, some of the things that they do. Come on. It's nothing about us politicizing this process. It's nothing about us going the way we go. And, we saw a lot of folks wearing yellow yesterday, symbolizing the arrival of the yellow machine and other kind of stuff. These are all childish behavior. Now, responsibly, let us understand, responsibly, when you are carrying on a particular job that you are required to do, let's get this understood. It's just like I'm a father of 2 kids, right? And then it is my sole responsibility to cater to their needs. It is my sole responsibility to provide the necessary opportunities so that they grow up in a manner and form, so that they be on par with their colleagues, and grow up to be useful citizens. So when I buy a shoe for my child, they are all over the place. Oh yeah, I buy one black shoe for my child. When I take my child to the restaurant, oh yes, I carry my child to the restaurant today. I bought the both of them ice cream. No, it is my sole responsibility. It is on me. So responsibly, I go about doing these things. So in terms of information dissemination, like what we say, the public need to know about these things. Now, this is what we continue to say. Information is as important as food, water, shelter, and medication. Inasmuch it is important that the people get to be informed, let us do our information dissemination responsibly. Responsibly, we distribute the information to the people. Now, for this issue that has to do with the yellow machine, time to be playing around and doing all sort of things where we have serious business to attend to, right? Now, the information arm, proud to this coming of the earth moving equipment, came out and made a policy statement on behalf of the government. That look, the government in the coming months will bring in yellow machines, and these machines will be used for the intended purpose, road construction, and other kinds of things. And our management team have been put in place, headed by former Defense Minister Brownie Samokar and X, Y, and Z. All those information were cut across to the people. Now that the information that you put out to the public has come to fruition, all you need to do responsibly is say, look, dated this date, time, we brought you this information, and this is the outcome of what we've been telling you. So at the length and breadth of the country, the information will reach the citizens, and the intent of this or these earth-moving equipment. How is it going to make an impact in the various counties, districts, at the national level? How is it going to make an impact? These are policy statements that you should be breaking down to the people and making them to understand the usage of the earth-moving equipment. Now that it's being politicized, wherein those in the opposition are now cleaving to another using the diversionary tactics, bringing in, hospital. When did you know or get to know that the hospitals need a drug? Is it true? Yes, of course, the hospital needs drugs. When did you get to know that the bread and butter issue that you refer to, where citizens go to bed hungry, when did you get to know that these things were prevalent in our society? Sometimes I listen to some of these people. It has actually brought me to the point to understand that they are self-seeking. It brings me to the point to understand that they have no interest of the people. They only use the emotions or the emotional situation of the people to gain relevance. The last time I listened to the former district number 8 representative, he was one of those who actually came up and said a lot about this yellow machine thing. It was a myth. The reality was not going to be shown, and the Liberian people were going to get to know that this whole yellow machine thing was a charade. Now that the machines are here, the story has changed. So I will bring some of these clips so that you listen to these people who you see as leaders, these people who you see as mentors, their own ideology towards the survivability of the land that they chose and the people they want to lead. These are the things that some of you who are politically driven, you should see as a red flag in giving your support to people. Do we need infrastructure development? Yes. How do we go about that? These are some of the things that bring about infrastructure development. You own your own machines. So this will no longer be, we need to purchase machine, and that's why we're not creating roads. There will be no excuse for the maintenance of the roads. There will be no excuse on the part of the government to say, we don't have money to maintain the roads. You have earth-moving equipment that was actually purchased by the Liberian people taxpayer money. So the maintenance of the earth-moving equipment, that is your own. You're not going to borrow. It is your own. So whatever that will be placed in the budget for maintenance, you understand that, come on, okay, we need this stretch of road. The last time I saw, when the machine came, I saw the senator of Grand Cape County. She outlined strategic areas where the machine should firstly tackle in terms of road connectivity in Grand Cape County. That was so welcoming of her. Other leaders from various counties. That's why we say we need to work collectively, regardless of your political affiliation. We need to work collectively. Now it's time that these representatives, senators, and community leaders or district leaders should be finding a way and means to actually strategize how to utilize these equipment that will be passed on to them That's why you should be talking about now. You should have a plan now how to carry on these kinds of projects that are needed within the counties. We talk about road connectivity. Yes, indeed, the equipment are here now and it can be used for the intended purpose. But what are those major things? The first thing, you must have a priority. Yes, as a county leadership, from the senator to the representative, from the representative to the superintendent and all those local government, this is what time that you have a meeting in how you're going to carry out the usage of the equipment that will be given you. That's what we talk about, developmental agenda. Now you have at the level of the national scene, you have national agenda for development. Subset, you must have as a county your developmental agenda. Following the county developmental agenda, you should also have community districts agenda, developmental agenda. When you have these things on the book, these are things that you're going to hold your lawmakers, you're going to hold the county authorities by as citizens. Say, look, okay, we got these machines here. These machines should be used for the intended purpose. How do we go about that? What are the priority issues that we need to tackle as it relates to the usage of the machine? Okay, we will connect from Bartnesville to Keba. Bartnesville, let's take for instance, district number, what there? Is it 12? We have district number 12, yes, district number 11, and district number 13. So you have district 13 from the New Georgia area, you have district number 12 from the Gardnersville area, the Bartnesville area there. You got district number 11 as well from that same corridor along that route. So all of these districts come to one point, say, okay, this is it. Montserrado County Senator Darius DeLone, Montserrado County Senator, how you call him, Sir Joseph. You guys at the level of the senatorial end. Representatives, the 17 districts, the district leadership, you have a mass meeting. Afterwards, you get to reach out to the ordinary citizens. After the leadership from the level of the Senate and that of the House of Representatives, after your meetings, you have an approach or you come up with something from a holistic standpoint. Say, look, this is what we have as an agenda from the legislative standpoint. We are taking to the districts, superintendent, the district coordinators. So this is what we have as a leadership of the county. We want you to also have your meetings, and come up with something. Then we call a general meeting after a consensus between the leadership. Then we call a general meeting for the various districts. Look, at the level of the district, the community chair, this one, that one, the superintendent. Look, this is what we have on plan. What are your plans? How can we carry on smoothly the operation through the usage of these earth-moving equipment? Then everyone will come up with their own, suggestion, and then all of you will correlate the meaningful suggestions and make it a policy or a working tool. So that will bring a smooth operation in the usage of the earth-moving equipment that will be given to you as a county. But you don't have any developmental agenda because you have 20 or 19 earth-moving equipment given to the county. Everyone wants to show political will. No, like I listened to the head of the Yellow Machine Authority. He said it's not going to be used for political, reasons. It's going to be used for the intended purpose, for development, national development, and not individual political will. That is a very good policy statement there. So like that, the man who is from the CDC will not feel out of the picture. The man who is from the ANC as a legislator, you will not feel out of the process. It will be a holistic process where everyone, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your linked to whatever, you have a say in the operations of the machine that will be given to the county. Not one party because I'm from the Unity Party, so that only Unity Party leadership will have access to the machine. No. So those of you, the locals, those of you who are referred to as the masses, here is the logic. And there where some of you should not allow yourself to be used as tools by those politicians who are seeking relevance at the expense of your emotions. Now, who benefits from these earth-moving equipment? Liberians. Who owns it? Liberians. Now, development that will take place in the various towns and villages, in the various communities and cities. Who are those dwelling within those areas? Liberians. Regardless of you being from party A or party B, you are a Liberian, and every development that will take place in that place will actually showcase and bring livelihood to you, whether you are from Unity Party, you are from CDC, ANC, ALP, you will benefit from it. That's why a holistic approach, that's why the recommendation here is that everyone, regardless of you being from the other party and the other party, everyone should have a free mind and the opportunity to weigh in on decisions that will be made for the usage of the earth-moving equipment that will be given the various counties. So that Unity Party lawmakers should not feel that because it is their leadership that brought in the earth-moving equipment, so it is so squarely for them to use. No. If the man who is from CDC has a word in the usage of the earth-moving equipment, the man who is from ANC has a word in the usage of the earth-moving equipment, then why should we be all around the place, allowing people to abuse our minds out of emotions? Why should we allow people to abuse our minds out of emotion? That's why we continue to say, to the leadership at hand, you must be proactive in your information dissemination. Because guess what? The man who is seated on the fence, he's only there because he's there to cause distraction, so that if you have a focused plan, if you have a plan and a time frame attached to it, he gets you to be distracted with all sort of misinformation or disinformation that will cause you to lose track. And at the end of the day, before you made up your mind, the remaining 3 years over, you have never made an impact with the machine that you brought into the country. So the focus should be making a very renowned policy statement where everybody, every lawmaker, whether you are from opposition or you are from ruling establishment, we have a say in the usage of the earth-moving equipment down to the community level. With those kinds of things put in place, with those kinds of information passed on to the public, what's going to happen? Everyone will benefit from that. Good morning to you, Sylvester Nikki Bestman. How you doing this morning? I appreciate your following, my brother. So these are things that you should be doing instead of all around the place. I see it as a means of bullying, where you wearing yellow and doing all those kinds of things. These are not times and seasons for those kinds of things. You are placed at the position to work in the interest of the people. You have the people to distract you. These are all distractions. So don't lay, because you have fulfilled the bringing in of the air moving equipment, then you leave the tangible, the thing that you should be doing with it, you leave it to be doing or showmanship. No, it is not the time. You need to work assiduously so that the intent of bringing in the equipment be felt. Visibility counts. Ain't no time for you to be passing around here with photos and all the kind of stuff. No, it's time to work. It's time to show that it was not just brought into the country for showmanship, but it is here to cause the level of development that is required. We talk about the bread and butter issue. Bread and butter issue. What is the definition of the bread and butter issue? In other people's capacity, infrastructure development becomes their bread and butter issue. Everyone do have separate bread and butter issue. What is your bread and butter issue may not be the bread and butter issue of another person. So holistically, we look at the health sector. Now, do we need doctors? Now, the University of Liberia is to put out graduates in the coming days. Doctors, nurses, pharmacists. I mean, you just name them. The plan here now, how do we absorb these people into the system to meet up with the present demand? These are things that the government should be focusing on. And that'll be around the place here, money. They say the crazy man, when you are taking your shower, the crazy man goes in the bathroom and take your clothes and start to run with it. Then you jump behind him till you start running. You know what happened in there? The people already know the man is crazy. So you now who should make sound decision, you jump behind the man with our clothes and running behind him, you are also crazy. So it boils down with time, the usage of your time. So if you would say that whole week you be all around the place with the information, oh, we're buying machine, oh, the machine here, oh, you're wearing yellow and doing those things, it is a waste of time. What you should be focusing on now, there is this demand for doctors. There is this demand for pediatricians. There is this demand for pharmacists. There is the demand in the health sector that we need to actually tackle. So these young men and women are coming out of the University of Liberia. How can we absorb them into the system to cover all some of the leakages that we have in the system? You have doctors. You have teachers who are graduating from the teaching college there at the University of Liberia. How can you absorb them in the system to cover up some of these areas where we are lacking of teachers? These are things that you should be focusing on. Because if you focus on these things, now they are talking about bread and butter issue. You have nurses and doctors, you have accountants, you have all of these people coming out of the University of Liberia in various disciplines. How can you absorb them into the workforce to make an impact, to cover out some of the lapses? This is where the focus of the government should be. This is where your focus should be. But if you have there money the people, because the people say you are not going to bring the machine was going to be a charade. So you bring the machine now, you jump around and play with the machine. Oh, bring our machine, we bring our machine. No. There are other issues that you need to tackle. The health sector that you need to tackle. You have people who are coming out of the University of Liberia, and sooner or later you have Cottington also putting out graduates, other institutions putting out graduates. How can you bring these people on board to fill in the gap that have been created over the years? How can you fill in the gap? So that's why you need to think outside of the box. You need to take up the time you take to be wasting and publicizing machine pictures and all the things. You should sit and strategize how to attack these issues. This is what I think you should be doing. Because if you mind people, these same old people that are talking about, oh, there's no the healthcare delivery service and then nothing there. And when you start to tackle the other one again, they will leave. The story will change. The discussion will change. They'll say, oh, because we're talking, that's why they're doing it. That's how it will be. So these are things that are normal in the society, and you find most especially people from the opposition getting engaged with, because they want to win your mind on the time that is allotted to you. When they distract your attention, the next thing, this whole thing is time bound. You already gone 3 years. You got remaining 3 years. Your plans and actions. You go to the pool in 2029. The people ain't going to look at, oh yes, you brought a machine. The next thing they will ask, what did you do with the machine? So the implementation of the bringing in of the machine should be on your mind. It should be your first priority. Now that we have fulfilled promise that we made by bringing in these earth-moving equipment, how can we utilize it so that the effect can be fair all over? These are things that you should be focusing on, because we have seen a lot of people, a lot of opposition leaders who have come out to make a statement. If this won't happen, I will resign my job. And we see some of them, they stay occupying those spaces that they swear to everything that when this won't happen, they will relinquish their position. We still see them occupying this position. So this should be something that will bring to your mind and know that it is all intended to cause distraction. So with that being said, you are out there in the public and wanting to weigh in. We've been talking on all of these things. There are other national issues that you can also talk about that we have not mentioned yet. You can call us on 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073, our numbers to call. Because mind you, right now, where it stands, there are a lot of people now, they have strategized, they are passing around information. Oh, mind you, the people bringing the machine only for the 2029, stuff. That only the lawmaker now will be using it to carry on development in the county. We who are from the opposition will not. In the coming days, you hear these kinds of messages. In the coming days, you will hear them. So what you now at the helm of power who brought in this thing from the taxpayer money, you should be passing around and getting the policy statements across, making the people to understand how these earth-moving equipment will be used, who are those who will be using it, and so forth. And it was very prudent that the statement that the head of that Yellow Mission Authority made, Mr. Samuka, he made a plea. He said, it is not for political use. Let me find that clip so that you listen to him verbatim, because mind you, that's something for another day. People will be passing around here with. So 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are the numbers to call. Let's talk about these things, things that matters to the growth and development of our country. You have other burning issues that you want to raise. The lines are open. You can responsibly put in your calls, and we interact on a very civil manner. We don't accept invectives here. We discuss the issues, and of course, responsibly, we agreed to disagree, and talk about the best interests of our beloved country. So let's get to the line and see if we can talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Your name and you join us from where?
Marcus Angie calling from Stella Marie campus.
How are you, sir? Welcome.
Fine. How's the morning?
Wonderful.
Yeah, the issues surrounding. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you.
The issues surrounding Yellow Mission is not a bad thing. But what we need to look at, we need to look at the aftermath. How those missions were purchased, the process in which they went through, and so forth. But in my mind, I believe it's like those machines will be used not only intended for roads and other construction, but most of the machine will be taken to Baka Farm, Jeremiah Kun Farm, and some of these small to Liberia to sell them, because Barker in particular got a farm in Savalo. So we are selling the yellow machine, but the aftermath we do not know. And those machines that came, most of them are rebranded machines. How long are you going to stay rather? So when the machine is taken to the president, vice president, only few begin the Liberia County. Other will be smoke out of Liberia. Who will stop those machines in one of Liberia? So we are just looking at the machine and we are selling the machine. But a lot of things involving, a lot of things surrounding the machine. But we do not know. It's like I got something back on my, I just come to say, oh yeah, I will do this. Then he embarrass me almost like it me election. When most of the representatives were running, the king said that, oh, we elect me, I will do this. After they have been elected in the office, now they start changing the attitude. We are looking at the prevailing circumstances of running the yellow machine. So we are hearing it now. After a few months or years, we start regretting that a motive or that a motive they brought they held a yellow machine for all that the reason of them bringing the yellow machine. But for now, we ain't looking what is now. We don't look at the present prevailing circumstances because we have yellow machine and yellow machine, we're holding the yellow machine. But we have to look at the aftermath. Getting me?
I'm listening. You have your own.
But now we see that something good. Yeah, it's good. But in few months to come, or few years or 3 years to come, we start regretting. Because it's a heavy burden to be placed on the government shoulder or other government in terms to come. The process in which the mission was brought into the country, these are the things we have to look at. We're not looking at them. Okay, oh yeah, yellow machine. Are they going to build road, pave road, or the greater road? These are the things we have to look at. We say, oh, yellow machine coming. But whether to be used for the internal purpose. Maybe they're going to do small, like when people money for election, they're going to do small after senator, then they say, when election coming, we'll continue. But since the president came to power, as you are aware, have you been really broken ground to see a project that he is a personally initiated? No. Now the yellow machine is coming. All of the towers that the president have been making during the years of trying to kill the office. Have you brought any money back to the country? These are things you have to look at. Never yellow machine. That is not an issue. That there is at the staff at Capitol building. They haven't taken pay for someone. And that are protesting communication from the educational sector. All these things are affecting the nation. But yellow machine is not a key priority.
But at a point in time, the same yellow machine became a topic where there was this statement by some opposition leaders that it was not going to come into fruition, and now that the promise made to the Liberian people that these machines were going to be brought into this country and be used for the internal purpose, the first approach, the machines are here. The tune has changed. Why this time? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm asking why this time the tune has changed. At first, folks said that the machine weren't going to come. It was a charade. It was a big bluff. Now the machines are here. Why this time the tune has changed?
Yes, why this time?
Why this time the tune has changed? First, the machine weren't going to come. Now the machines are here. Now it has diverted to another thing. Why this time?
Why this time for running the machine? I'm not really
That's what I'm saying. Why this time the tune concerning this machine has changed? First and foremost, the machine weren't going to come. It was just a mere charade. Now the machines are here, and now the tune has changed. Why this time?
But again, let me just say this thing here. It was a promise that almost like he asked a lady, he promised a lady, say, you do this thing here, and you will have the shame to rest on you. So you'll be forced to do it because these are some of the promises that he made. A yellow machine will come. But we're looking at the aftermath of those yellow machine processes in which they went through. These are the things. Who knows how did it a government secure those machines? Who bought them? And now went through the PCC process. These are the ones we're looking at. But we're only hearing the yellow machine. Whether or not the yellow machine, whether they are going to build to pave road or just create a road. These are the things you're looking at. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. Everyone entitled to their own opinion. We cannot hold him for his statements. We cannot go against him for his statement made. He's entitled to those statements he made. It is his own opinion. In the code of public opinion, you are entitled to your own statement, but mind you, the abuse thereof is what you will be questioned and punished by. So let's get to hear others. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073. Our numbers to call and form part of the program this morning, right here on the Positive Show, 0778-665-073. Let's get back to this line and talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir? What's your name and you join us somewhere?
I'm Thomas Wama. I call from Cinco.
Wama, let's hear you.
So, I don't give people credence. You went I listen to the first call on the thing. It is not a topic. Doesn't travel when you do so. No, you always you don't know the issue there.
Let's just speak your mind on what you know.
The yellow machine was announced that they were coming. The people have black outlet in the community of the opposition. The story has changed now. They are not having closed. Now, we need to put policy into place to what this is area which we want to go. The American have money in the bar machine. Anything you want. Why would you say you carry on a farm to do what we eat? Anyway, he's in the government already. He needs the government to promote it and people to feel the impact of the government. Anything machine you put on the farm to do what we eat. How we develop the country. These are things you they create the space for Donald Trump over.
Just as you have the same attack
already. We want this country to be connected to every length and breadth of this country. Every area that even our mud is there, that swamp is there. We will bridge it and connect every country, every city, every village all over. In the how we want it, in the how to play. If I all go to the machine, those are controlling the these are errors. These are errors. They say, okay, there is a thing to accept, and when they go accept the error, they can't hear the machine there. You never opposition, you never in position, you never no position, it just for the country to be open at all. As President said, you never say the police have nothing. You never say you go to other country, you bring nothing. You go to, you bring nothing. The American carry in the pan, the President carry in the pan. Where is that? Let's argument. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Just as you have the time afforded you equally, we gave each and every one who participated on this program, in as much you are in the confines of the rudiments that governs the airwaves, we gave you equal opportunity to express yourselves on the issues. And, we don't vilify people based on their opinions. That's why we say equal opportunity should be afforded each and every one of you who phone in to make your contribution. Okay, 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1. So put through your calls. Let's get to hear you. What's your take on this yellow machine thing? The yellow machine that was referred to as a charade now has come into reality. The story has changed. What are your own plans? What do you think should be recommended to the authority for the usage of these earth-moving equipment for the various counties? And blessingly, the counties, the machines, they were divided, and branded with the county's flag. So you can say, and the other flag, no, it's all the counties. As I listened to Mr. Samukai, he made it plain that Montserrado, Bong, Nimba, Lofa, those are major counties that we have full equipment like the ones that just arrived distributed to them, because they have major projects to undertake. And then following that, the next consignment will complete. Other counties. All of the counties will get their own, but as the food package for each county, like Monserrado, Grand Bassa, Bong, Nimba, I think Lofa, those counties will get their full package now, and the other counties will get a part of the package. So what do you make? What's your own recommendation for the usage of the yellow machine? It's not just by bringing in the machine in the country, but how is it going to be used? Like Mr. Samukai rightly put it, he said, come on, it's not going to be used for political activities because you are from Unity Party and you carry on some as a political person from Unity Party. You will take the machine and go do it with your project and all kind of stuff. No, he said it's not going to be used that way, you know. So what have you to say concerning this, the yellow machine usage? What is your recommendation to the government? How can we get this thing in a proper usage? You know, how can it be properly used? Yeah. See, bro, come on, the machine will not come. The machines are here. The story has changed. But somebody, the former lawmaker of District Number 8, wrote few lines on yesterday. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can get to read that for you. Former Representative Akaros Moses Gray wrote these lines. Let's see what he had to say here. He says, he said, yellow suffering, hardship, hunger, and more demolition. Have you noticed that the officials are celebrating more than the masses out there? And if this doesn't say anything is wrong, then these officials, it said these officials are insensitive to their surroundings. The silence of the masses speaks volume to the reality on the ground, and that is the bread and butter issue. For these officials to even equip the coming of yellow machines to the 2029 presidential elections shows how desperate they are to maintain power, but not to address the hunger, health, and educational concerns of the voters. Just the fact that officials of government are celebrating the arrival of yellow machines, it demonstrates the mediocrity performance of the administration. A group of unachievers that will celebrate later over greatness has the tendency to keep the country in abject poverty and turmoil. The Liberian people are looking at you, living in luxuries with envy, smiles, and the time is nearing for them to speak out loud. And that will not only be an element of surprise, but a rule, awakening of national retirement for UP. The yellow machine will put bread and butter on the table. The yellow machine will send our children to school or send us to hospital. So they brought yellow machines to break down our homes and made us homeless. These are the true voices of market women and their children. And if you doubt it, let the media take the microphones to them. And this was written by former Representative Akaros Moses Gray. Are these things mentioned in his readout meaningful? Yes, indeed, they are meaningful. One, do we still have issues within our health sector? Yes. With the economic situation, is all bread and butter? No. But there are strives being made and there are gains as well. Yes. Who is Mr. Gray in the limelight of politics and the governance of Liberia? Once he served hat-trick, as the footballer would say, for the position as representative of district number 8. Was he a decision maker at the time? Yes. What did he do? He did what he could do. But was there a change in the things that he mentioned concerning the bread and butter issue during his era of leadership? Not much was done. The public will be the judge. Is he the right messenger for the message that he's preaching? The public should be the judge. Let's get to hear you. 0887-105-105-0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. I always say to people, amidst the challenges, there are prospects and gains. And we must recognize the gains as well. Those shortcomings, we should highlight them and make the necessary recommendation for transformation. Get to call 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are the numbers to call. We read the lines written by former Representative Akaros Moses Gray. You heard for yourself. I said the bread and butter issue. A yellow machine will send the children to school. Hey, like brand politics. So let's get to talk, man. Let's hear you. 0887-105-105-0778-665-073. This line, let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samuel Wama.
Wama, let's hear you.
You read what you want to concerning about the government officials. Most of them they are happy than the commoner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said I want to. Let me tell you something. There was a saying that in the minute your machine will come to Liberia. So the people they rejoicing down to those the fathers are rejoicing because the president and most of all the government officials they're not lying again. They are seeing by themselves. So they are happy. What they are happy for? If we're gonna happy, they are flat. They didn't want to know they lie too much. So what their life are being laid to rest. What people are happy for? Okay? And they say your machine will send the children to school. Yes. Don't see my very time. The banana plenty, everything, cooking, everything just for all getting rotten. So when the roads are open and the bulls are coming in town, this person will drop. I will get my grandma and grandpa will get something in their pocket every time to the children to school. It's what we see. It's the one that God will say, it's in power, not you did. How you did it? So you're not a message of 1 year for him. 1 year for different message, but it's not a great.
Liberians are speaking their minds. Let's hear this person. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you? What's your name in the journal somewhere?
Oh, I'm Sir Isaac Lapasio, joining you from Banazzi.
Let's hear you.
My brother, I tell you thank you for the program. The government of Liberia today that we know, the lawmakers, they are people that just stealing from us. If I could say this, like for instance, let's just see the government talking about the yellow machine that come in. And then Akaras Gray talking about say, oh, that are the yellow machine will carry our children to school. Yes, it's a very good question. Because from Ellington, there was certain company from Libya that brought machines they carry in local country. And if I can be corrected, President Joseph Boakai, His Excellency, was a vice president at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the leader of that organization. For the people to use the machines for the farming in local country, They never use it. They took the machine carry in Sierra Leone. So if the yellow machine as if all men are the all colors there, they say, oh, it will be necessary, the farming or the planting, cocoa, everything falling. Yes, it will be fine. When they bring it for the internal purpose to use in Liberia, it will be fine. But what else they will not take it to carry it in different countries for their personal use.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate your participation this morning. Okay, Deputy Speaker Thomas Kpanga-Fallah writes, yesterday's arrival of 137 heavy-duty earth-moving equipment or machines at the Freeport of Monrovia is a statement of intent. As I watch the first batch of what will become a 285-unit fleet comes in, I saw better roads and real momentum for national development. These yellow machines must translate into farm-to-market roads, access for rural communities, and visible infrastructure progress across Liberia. I commend the government for this significant investment. As Deputy Speaker, I am committed to working closely with my colleagues in the legislature to ensure proper oversight and full implementation so that this initiative achieves its intended impact for the Liberian people. I congratulate the newly established Yellow Machines Board of Authority for its preferment and use, he says, and urged that these equipment for which sole reasons this board was established be prudently managed in the interests of our people and country. Development must be seen, felt, and sustained. That's the Deputy Speaker, Thomas Kpanga-Fallah, who writes. So there are a lot of claims and counterclaims, lots of views about this whole issue. So let's see what Stan, political leader, had to say concerning this whole thing as well. Stan, political leader, Mobile Bolu, writes. He says, solidarity and trust for a new day. Stan acknowledges the potential of imported earth-moving equipment to strengthen Liberia's road infrastructure, but only if procured lawfully. Reports that these acquisitions may have bypassed Liberia's procurement and regulatory frameworks are deeply alarming. Stan issues a stern warning to the Joseph Boakai-led government, and acquisitions and deployment of these machines must fully comply with Liberia's procurement laws, constitutional requirements, and established best practices. If these purchases were executed without transparency, competitive bidding, or legislative approval, the process is illegal, ultra-virus, and exposes responsible officials to personal and legal. What should have been a transformative investment in Liberia's roads risks becoming a vehicle for abuse, corruption, and public distrust. The security surrounding prices, financing, arrangements, operators, and maintenance plans reveals a system designed to conceal wrongdoing rather than deliver sustainable infrastructure. This is not planning, it is a calculated effort to shield questionable dealings from public scrutiny. Infrastructure cannot be legitimized through photo opportunities, staged events, or empty promises, while the rule of law is ignored. Until full transparency, lawful authorization, and accountability oversight are restored, these yellow machines will not symbolize development. They will stand as the embodiment of a yellow fraud and a betrayal of governance, the law, and public trust. Signed, Mobake Molu, Chairman, Solidarity Trust for a New Day, stand. So that's Mobile Molu's account of the whole process. So let's get to hear you. Too many interesting developments surrounding this whole yellow machine issue. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call this morning and speak to the issue. Yeah, I read for you 3 accounts now. Firstly, I brought to you the writings of our former representative of District Number 8, Montserrat County, Akaras Moses Gray. I also brought to you something from the Deputy Speaker. And now we have Morba K. Molu also making a statement concerning this yellow machine issue. What's your take on the issue? Let's get to hear you. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105. Our numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show, right here on Love FM. Let me go for my final commercial commitment to be right back while I await your calls. This is The Positive Show, where we exchange ideas for the common good of our beloved country, Mama Liberia.
Hey dear, I guess you need a little extra cash for those unexpected expenses. Introducing Momo Loan, your quick and easy solution to financial freedom. Momo Loan is your cash flow, extra cash when you need it, offering users quick financial support for things that truly matters. It's simple. First, you gotta register. Just dial *156*5# and select extra cash. And remember, with Momo Loan, we are not just giving you cash, we are empowering you with knowledge for a brighter financial future. Momo Loan is your cash flow, extra cash when you need it. Let's go. So don't wait. Get started today and take control of your finances with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra cash for the things that matter.
Momo na we say give. Y'all are on your mullet cheese.
My people, I get good news. So enjoy the lowest cash out fees in Liberia with MTN mobile money. Only 2% fee will be charged on any transaction, whether big or small. Cash out today for just small from any of our 25,000 agents across Liberia. No call will go on your feet for your own money business. MTN Momo makes it easy, fast, and secure just for you. Dial *156# or download the MTN Momo app today to cash out with MTN Momo for just 2% fees. Fast, easy, and secure.
Momo na we say give. Y'all are on your mullet cheese.
Oh yes, after our commercial commitment, we are back. Let's quickly bring you the account of the former defense minister, now the head of the Yellow Machine Authority, Mr. Brani Samuka, what he has to say concerning the Yellow Machine, when it was firstly when we had a sight of the arrival of the Yellow Machine at the Freeport of Monrovia. This is what he had to say.
In the country, and we're about to begin. Pieces of variety of equipment on board the and I definitely think that this is what the Liberian people are looking for.
130 pieces.
137.
37.
Yes, that includes the earth moving equipment, it includes the supporting equipment, and it includes dump trucks, including a little bit of pickups that are over there as well.
The yellow machines are back in Liberia now.
What does this mean? There were those who said this was all audio talk, audio machines. They were never going to be in Liberia. And you, as the former Minister of National Defense, put in charge of managing these equipment as well. What does this mean, not just for you, but for Liberia?
It is evidence of the government intentions. We hope that those who doubted that machines are going to be here, and they were paper machines, can now see the evidence here at the Freeport of Monrovia, that indeed the yellow machines have begun to arrive in Liberia with the first consignment of 137 pieces. And there'll be a second consignment, there'll be a third consignment. These things are intended, like the president said, to ensure that we have access to all of the basic things in our villages and towns and hospitals. Access to hospitals, access to roads, access to farm to market roads, give you access to communities and towns and villages that are not connected in the country. If you went to Lofa, you went to Bapoli, you went to Nima, you went to Granger, you went to Merle, you went to Grand Crew, literally everywhere the president wanted this country to be connected. So that eventually when all of the counties have been connected by tarmac roads, our towns and villages can be connected as well by very good roads. So that all year round we'll have the capacity to move about, businesses will improve and increase, our economy will expand because obviously roads are coming and power is also coming. So a combination of all of these will give us the kind of development focus that we're talking about.
What about employment? Because
I can tell you up front that very shortly this week there'll be an announcement on the radio, first for the minimum staff in the local office, and then second for hiring at least about 552 operators of this equipment and another 552 support elements throughout the 15 political subdivisions of the country. So you'll be talking over 1,000 people are going to be employed. If you do a multiply of 1,000 person employed and receiving a minimum amount of money, say for an example, $400, for an example, out of 1,000, you're talking about 400,000 on a monthly basis in which disposable income can be used to spread. That is what we're talking about. We're talking about growth. It is employment so the local people can have the capacity to take care of themselves. Employment to make sure that the issue of poverty can be addressed. Employment so that people can be able to take care of their family and provide the basic needs that are there. So these machines are not only machines to clear the road, but to provide employment opportunities as well.
And sir, as they have arrived in country already, the first batch already in country, they will be stored across the country once they are shared, per the
No, we're not storing, they're not wearing elephants. Okay. These are serious operational machines, and the government intends to invest in the maintenance, in the rigorous maintenance program that is being developed to make sure that these machines are used efficiently and effectively. When the machine arrives, we'll wait until all of the equipment have been arrived. They'll get assembled, get tested. By then, we'd have employed over 500 drivers and operators of these equipment. And then at the same time, we have developed some hubs. And those hubs will include a tank farm where we'll be dispensing petroleum farm. There'll be a maintenance location in all of the different political subdivisions. As a matter of fact, there are going to be 19 hubs. We have 15 counters, and 4 of those counters will have double machine set. One set is 19 pieces. So 4 of those counters will have 38. And that includes Nimba, Bong, Grand Bassa, and Lufa. They will have 2 sets each. Then all of the other counties will have 1 set each. And that 1 set is basically adequate to support the Ministry of Public Works in the work that they're doing. And so I think this is very important for our country, that we need to invest in the operation of the machines and at the same time to invest in the maintenance of the machines. Because if we just pack the machines, which the government has no intention to do, is to make sure that we have the machine efficiently utilized. So for now, the machine will be hosted outside of the city, somewhere out in Carisburg, to make sure we have a clear land, that the machines will get assembled and be tested and be greased, lubricant will be provided, fuel will be provided so that the machine can get itself in readiness until the other 2 batches of equipment arrive. And once all of them are in the country, before then we would have employed individuals who are supposed to operate and maintain these equipment, and then also would have been, in some respect, tank farm in a different political subdivision. Tank farm simply means where you put the fuel. And then, of course, then at the same time, a little bit of maintenance hub. The entire hub may not be fully done in this particular 8 months, 10 months that we have for the rest of the year. So in between there, we have to make sure these things are done to get these machines deployed.
And I'm sure you've reached out to Mr. President already upon their arrival. How has he received the news?
Well, I think the president is very, very happy. He's in charge, he's in charge government.
So he's in prayers right now, but I'm sure he's praying that all of these things come safely. And he's very proud that the machines are here, that the Liberian people can see it, that what he said is going to get done, that his focus is to develop the country. And this is the part of the development initiatives.
Forgive me for asking this question, but I need to ask it, Mr. Samuka.
Sure.
Your preferment to head this very crucial infrastructure in our country,
right?
What does that speak to your reputation as well and the confidence you enjoy from the president?
Here we have a multi-million-dollar investment by the government. The government needed a strategic management to be able to do that, to ensure that maintenance is in order, to ensure that operation is in order, to ensure that politics will be managed. Because eventually politicians on all sides of the spectrum will want the machine to go to a specific location. So you need someone who understands the dynamics of that and be able to manage and navigate the whole process. We believe that with coordination and cooperation of all of the agencies concerned, and as well as local government, I believe this is more effective. And we're looking for someone who can drive and result-oriented and mission-oriented. These equipment are mission-oriented equipment, meaning they are utilized for the purpose of which they were ordered for, and not for somebody's political benefit, not for individual benefit, not for any personal benefit, not for farm, unless the county was, each county will make a decision and give us the resolution of the location of where the machines will go. And on the basis of that resolution, approved by the Board of Authority, these machines will be executed in those directions.
So you hear it for yourself. Well, time is not our friend in this business, because this business is all time bound. Just borrowed of 2 minutes. If you have the means of wanting to weigh in, 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073. You listen to Mr. Brandon Samuka. He's the head of the Yellow Machine Authority, speaking to schools of journalists. Thanks to my colleagues there at Spoon for providing this excerpt. So that's it. Well, folks, you heard for yourself. This is where we are. Indeed, the myth has been turned into reality, and the story has changed. I always say to people, 2 things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And you must take responsibility of 2 things in your life: your fortune and that of your misfortune. Because in union, strong sources is sure. With God above our rights to prove, we over or prevail. With hearts and hands, our country cause defending, we meet the foe with valor unpretending. Because Mahatma Gandhi said in our quote, the difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing will surface to solve most of the world's problems. Unquote. Until we have the time again this afternoon, at 2 o'clock, I will be here by the grace of God to continue on developments concerning Mama Liberia and its people. Have you and yours a pleasant and a godly day. This is how we want down the curtains. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and not follow. First among equals. Of course, I'm destined for greatness. Follow the rest of our broadcast. Bye-bye.
Thank you.